Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Simcade, and we're live for what is now round 4. We are at the dizzy heights of Monaco, and I'm joined by Simmy. How are you, Simmy?
Hey AJ, yeah, I'm doing okay, thank you. You?
Do you know what? I'm doing particularly okay. We'll say okay for now.
Good,
We'll go
good.
okay.
Yeah, looking forward to the race. Should be a good one.
I think it's I don't know if Monaco's going to be entertaining or not. Usually is, isn't it, in F1?
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll have to see how things go, of course. Who have we got this week? So we got Craig Ninjas in the Ferrari, of course. Good to see Lance racing and Nuno's back.
Yeah, I think we've got
Usual suspects, haven't we?
A good strong grid. I think a lot of people have been scared away because it's Monaco.
Yep.
But, well, we can't have everybody happy, can we?
No, well, this is it. Are we good to go, by the way?
Yep. Hello, UK. How are you? Yeah, I'm back. I never actually left. I just wasn't feeling very well last week. So Ninja stepped in for me.
You did, yeah. It was Ninja and Crane?
Yes. Oh, I'm absolutely gutted I missed that.
Yeah.
No, we don't have Gibbo, no.
No. Hello, those in chat, by the way.
I'm just going to get the... Sorry, I'm just rearranging on my screen.
Yeah, no problem.
And then I can get the Monaco...
We're reading up in like... let me check.
Cool. Evening, Craig. No, I was just trying to get up the map because I know that there's names to this one, and I know some of the names. So
I've got one. Yep.
Yeah, I think I've got one now. You know, to be that guy, isn't it? Really, it's to be that guy.
Exactly. We'll say the names. Well, we'll say the names in like Del Boy French as well.
Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah.
Sainte Devote, not Saint Devote.
Nouvelle Chicane. Tunnel.
Louis Chiron.
Burr Rivage. No, I'm joking. All jokes aside. Right, anyway, so let's get serious, shall we? It's time for a bit of qualifying, I feel. Let me just switch my monitor across, and then we'll see how the lads go on. I'm expecting some fast times from the fast boys, obviously, because that's what we look for. And
who's your man to watch?
Men, I think, really, isn't it? You know, Gordino,
yeah.
Extinct, V2, Winther, yeah. And I wouldn't mind chucking a goal for a Lance in there. Or Footy. Yeah. In fact, I'm not even going to write off any of the grid at all whatsoever.
Yeah, true. Golf's a bit of a dark horse as well, I feel. Like, he's improved a lot, and I was having a bit of a practice earlier, and V2's quick around here as well, so...
I think that this track is, you have to be calm, cool and calculated.
Yep. Yeah, that's, particularly key around here of all circuits.
I think we have to say a few congrats anyway. Congrats to Lance for finally stepping up to the PS5 crew. Hip as well. He's there as well. And Hip on his new steering wheel. And I believe, thanks to Ninja's recommendation, Extinct is now going for the same steering wheel.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Blimey.
Big talks, that, isn't it?
That's scary. I mean, obviously we're missing OG Cornish today and Cousin Cornish, so they're both missed. No Rosa either, but because OG Cornish has recently switched to wheel as well, so interesting that Extinct's going to join, and Hip. And who was the first name before Hip?
Lance is now on the PS5 crew.
Lance on the PS5, yeah. Welcome to the Elite Club.
Yes, the Elite.
Yep.
Now we are growing in numbers.
We are indeed, yep.
Well, now it's more feasible to get hold of one now, isn't it? That's the thing. I think
True,
you can get hold of them. They're not as
supply can meet demand now.
and obviously they were hard to get hold of, and they were expensive. But now we seem to have reduced the price, which is nice.
Yeah, the whole rigmarole that I went through to get mine back in the day. Like, I was on one of these Discord servers where they announce when they dropped PS5s, and you get notifications.
Yep.
So that's how I got mine previously. But I'm glad Lance has got one, and you say Hip has as well now.
I think Hip's just treated himself a little bit, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Be rude not to.
Yuki's still going to be on PC. I reckon it'd be cheaper getting a PlayStation right now. I reckon.
Yeah. When you factor in like the performance of the PS5 and what you would have to spend for an equivalent on the PC, like the specs and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
probably does work out better with a PS5.
I think mine's kind of even, but it's an expensive game.
It is, yeah, definitely.
It's not a game you want to be playing when you can just spend 350 quid and it's done. Just on board with Footy, as he's going to kind of cross the line. Well, he's just going under the tunnel, coming down to the Nouvelle chicane for the first time as a flying lap. There was a car in the way. They cut the corner, but I think he got away with that. There's a few yellow flags. He's got the Haas behind him as well. But this is a very prestigious track, and it's very scary on how well that people can do this track. I think the weather report is dry all across the board, I believe.
Yes, it is.
I don't think we really want to be doing rain as extinct, just because a second faster than Footy there. For the first time that extinct's on this track in the game, I believe he was saying.
Oh, really? Not a bad start, is it?
No, we're just seeing Gordino go a tenth behind Extinct. That's not a bad effort either. He got the fastest last sector out of anybody. Craig, outstanding time there with the 1:15.4. I know he's probably got a lot of time in him. He's impressed me. GT7 yesterday. I had a good little fight with him.
Yeah, I heard. He had a good race yesterday.
He did.
V2 just clipped the wall at the chicane, Nouvelle chicane. Got away with it.
Is it Nouvelle or Nouvelle?
Nouvelle, I believe.
Okay.
Nouvelle. I mean, I know I come out with some random languages occasionally, but French is not my strong point. But I believe it's Nouvelle.
Are we all too good for the rain? Yeah, we're too good for the rain. You don't want to see us in the rain. We just dominate. No, I think it's the factor of... as Lance gets very slidey on the back there. I think it's enough to factor in, like, racing here, I think is enough. As Lance puts himself up to P5.
Yep. I'm just currently watching golf, just through Sector 2 at the minute. See how he fares.
As B2 rides the curb just before he goes into the tunnel after Portier. That's it's a scary... The curbs around here are just pure scary because the flat curbs are okay. The sausage curbs are a bit dodgy. But the raised little curbs on the outside of the corners are pretty scary.
They are, yeah. As golf goes full fastest, so slightly quicker than Footy. Decent lap from him.
Does half a second off Winther.
Yep.
Which is not a bad place to be, really. As we're just watching V2 as he crosses the line. Where's that going to get him? That's going to put him up into pole position. Wow.
Oof.
With a 1:10.7. Yeah, that's a good effort, that.
It is, yeah. Ooh, golf gets a bit loose just before entering the tunnel on Poitiers.
I suspect we'll see some people diving into the pits for a bit of a round 2 of qualifying. Monaco in the rain makes things interesting. It does, and it also makes things an added bit of... I guess it might slow people down, but then you do end up with a lot of on-track incidents in the rain. And like I said, I think we wanted the guys to enjoy racing a bit more. I think that's the big focus.
as much as
as
possible.
golf
Yeah. Oh,
smacks the wall. Is get back to racing, make racing fun, and then we'll concentrate on the competitiveness.
exactly.
I think we've had quite a few instances where people are just focusing on the win, and when they're not winning, they don't like it. And I think we just need to remember that we are here for a bit of fun.
Exactly. As Stevie's just about to complete his third lap on his softs.
Crosses the line, does not improve his time.
No, stays ninth.
4 tenths down. You know, you see all these guys in the crowd in the pit lane. Look at them all; they're all ecstatic to be there. That's what we want to be like.
Oh yes. Nuno's pushing his fourth lap on the softs. Wonder how he's going to fare. Well done, Red Bull, getting out of the way there.
It's very nice and tidy that. Out lap there of Winther, getting well and truly out of the way. I just believe it was just hitting the wall. We don't have damage on because, well, there's just too many walls.
Yeah, it wouldn't be enjoyable for anyone, I don't think. Damage on.
Is this going to be Stevie's last race?
I believe so, before he goes away. Yes.
No, just come back.
I think you're right. I know.
Oh, again.
That's a wall, Nuno.
We're going to have to start bringing in like some mega reserve drivers if we're not careful. Ethan, hello. Rosa, how are you, mate?
All right, Rosa.
Rosa seems to be doing Rosa things and not attending his most important league ever. How dare he?
Shocking behaviour.
I know.
Don't expect anything else from Mr. Rosa.
No.
Letting the side down.
Monaco can't be that scary. You can, until you've driven Monaco, I don't think you realise how scary it is in an F1 car. It's scary, trust me.
Yep.
I'll go on board in a second with somebody. Who've we got on track? I've got Gordini. I'll go on board. Just watch on how this feels. I know he's coming around the last corner, so you can't really... I'll pick somebody who's just on an out lap. Got Lance on it. Lance is just coming around the last corner. Here we go. Watch this. I think I got the engine glitch.
Sorry, Gordini goes fastest, 110.5.
And Rosa has a child, so it's not fair. I have 2 children, it's definitely not fair. But you get on with it, don't you?
Yeah, true.
So just imagine the speed that he's doing right now, Yuki. You know, we're pushing 150, 160 kilometers an hour in some places, or miles per hour, sorry. And it's just wall to wall. He hits a wall because he had a little bit of understeer there, and the car just wouldn't rotate. This last sector here is just, you're coming out of the tunnel, it drops down, blind braking, you got spot your braking point, you hit that curb, hitting the 2 apexes there, and be careful of the wall on the left, and then this is just a sweeping left-hander, watching the curb on the outside, quick flick left right, and then again right left flick, watching the curb and the walls. It's scary, trust me.
It really is.
There was an incident with Senna years ago, with coming up to where we are there, and then power's onto the line.
Yep. And
it's some scary stuff, trust me.
Oh, it really is, yeah. Just currently watching.
Nice little tail flip there from V2.
Yep.
I'm just on board V2 because it's just about to start his second round of flying laps. Powering up the hill to Sandervoort, which is a tricky left-hander. It just continues and continues, and you sort of feel yourself lifting off, but wanting to get on the power because you think that you've got enough downforce to drag you around. But it really just doesn't want to go.
No, that's right. Oh, good lap from Winther there, 110.51. Really close between Winther and Gordini there. It's actually nice to see a few drivers in the same bracket there. 4 drivers in the 110s at the moment. Is Nuno going to recover here?
Let's see where he hits the second sector point. See how far.
Slightly
He's up half a tenth, so that will just be improved, but it'll be close. He's got to nail this last sector. He has clipped the wall. If he can keep it tidy through, again sliding as he's trying his best to get that car and get the power down.
Yeah,
As he crosses the line and he loses a couple of tenths there. But just got extinct as well. Who's just Massenet. I think he's on a bit of a slow outlap here.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, you do need to experience it, but you need to experience it in an F1 car, Yuki, trust me.
Yep. Much easier watching than playing. That could be taken out of context, but I mean F1, okay. As Golf stays 5th.
I don't think it's... Yeah, I think you're right. It's better to do it, and V2's down by about 2 seconds, I think.
Yep.
Is he racing back to the pits? Yep. No, he's not. He's going to do another lap.
Oof. I'm currently watching footy to see if he's going to improve in Sector 2. It's just about to enter the tunnel.
Yeah, just on board with V2's just coming up to the hairpin. Just fun fact around Monaco, you know they have to shorten the wheelbase around here because of the hairpin.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Through the tunnel. Is Footy pushing like mad?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing a bit of wall banging.
Oh, he's in the pits. As again, V2 up by 1/10.5 as he skips over the last chicane. I believe that is...
Might have invalidated.
He did invalidate there. I think he flew over the chicane. So he has, invalidated.
Ah.
Which is not what he needs with a Gale car again.
Yep, true.
He really has a lot of confidence on these used tyres. He doesn't feel the need to come in and pit and sort of disrupt his qualifying. He is happy to just continue and still finding the pace.
Yeah, exactly. Is
a massive slide there. Yep, that nearly got away from him.
It really did. As Extinct's just overtaken him, so got P3 from Nuno there.
And we've got Lance going very slow. He's on an outlap who's just going down the hill.
Yep. I mean, you've raced with Mr. Ninja a lot on Formula 1.
Yeah.
Probably more than I have. How's Ninja feel about Monaco? Is he a fan or?
I think he attacks every track like it's the same. I think he doesn't have... He has obviously his favourites and he has obviously his dislikes, but I think when it comes to driving a track, I think he just takes it as it comes. He does just enjoy the racing.
Yeah.
As you know, he just does enjoy racing and gaming in general. I don't think he goes in with an attitude of I hate it or I don't like it. I think he just does it and enjoys it.
Yeah.
And I think he's probably just pumped to be here.
Yeah, true.
You know, we're all very fortunate to have each other, aren't we?
Yes, totally. I must say the graphics around here are superb, aren't they? Blimey.
Broadcasting graphics, yes, definitely.
Yes.
They've done a very good job of painting the Monaco picture.
They really have, yeah. Lance is ever so slightly up on his previous lap. He's just through Sector 2 at the moment.
Oh, a bit understeer again. He just can't get it around the hairpin, can he?
Nope. Whether that's a setup or not, I don't know.
It just looks like he's really, really struggling to get it through the hairpin.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll just watch him through the see where he hits on the last sector mark. We'll let him complete his lap and see where he is. He's half a second up, which will bring him up the order, which is a good effort. Just a couple more corners, keep nice and clean and tidy. Understeer again, it just would not go round.
Oh, that's such a shame. As you say, he was half a second up. I would have put him probably P... Oh, no, put him P6 anyway.
That does just jump Footy, which is fortunate, but... Yeah,
could have been even better.
I don't know, I think if he tippy toes round, recharges the battery, I think he might just have enough time just to get in.
Yeah, we've got 1 minute 5 seconds coming up to Polly left.
I think we've got Extinct just start the lap, and V2 on a out lap as well, so we need to keep an eye on V2 because I think he's been pushing the top 4, hasn't he?
He really has, yeah. Currently, I'm just watching my end. Footy's half a second up right now, so he's just approaching the tunnel.
Oh, and we've got V2 pointing the wrong way.
Oh dear.
Oh, is he, or is he just slow? I think he might have just been slow. Intentionally backing up to get in a bit of space. I think it must have been close to a car.
Yeah. Footy is absolutely flying right now.
And we have Lance as well off the track at the chicane.
Yep.
Oh, it's Footy getting the power down nice and early there, the last corner. Across the line, it puts him P5.
Whoa.
And straight to wall.
Oh, man.
That's Stevie and Craig has finished their their qualifying as well.
Yep. Nuno's slightly up on his time, V2.
He is. I'm just on board with him as he comes down the hill, out of the tunnel. Hits to back beautifully.
Yep.
Oh, nice and tight, away from the wall.
Kept away from that wall. This is looking very good.
No understeer there whatsoever. Beautiful. A little bit there as he tries to clip the wall. Gets the power down nice and early, crosses the line. Keeps the position, but is a 10th secure. So last person on track currently. I think we did have Ninja there improved. Just managed to get in the 111s. With Lance just failing to do so. But did improve, which I think everybody the last couple of laps, the track did ramp up quite a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for that, Rosie. I was just building the gap. I didn't know that the Red Bull was pitting.
Good quality session. Bodes well for the race. As we said earlier, like 4 drivers in the 110 at the moment. Then you've got 3 in the 111s. Not massive gap between. Well, unfortunately, Craig is off the pace a bit, but you look from 1st to 9th, what, less than 2 seconds between them all. So we'll see how the race fares. Who's your tip to win for the race?
Well, I don't know. Yuki's just put in Gordinio, Winther, and V2. So, well, it'd be V2, Winther, Gordinio is his prediction. So, I don't know. With damage not on, no idea. I'll just run you through the grid really quickly, and then we'll continue that conversation. Tech in pole position was Gordinio by a massive 4/10, with Winther P2 and Extinct P3, with V2, Footy, Golf, Last Ninja Cow, Lance, Stevie, and Craig ran up the rest of the grid because that's all there is. I don't know. I don't know. It's anybody's race. It could be anybody's. You could see somebody at turn 1 spin off and be at the back of the grid, but then pit stops could all come into play. And I just don't know.
And even with damage off, you saw with Footy on screen during quali, you just clip that Pirelli wall and you're stationary. So
yeah,
even with damage off, you can really get stitched up around here, like self-stitched.
It's like we were saying before. It's a great track, but it can be so difficult.
Oh god, yeah, you've got to be really on it constantly around here, particularly those on wheels.
Yeah, which I think they'll be fighting the hell out of that steering wheel.
And as a percentage, do you think half, maybe half of the 10 for this race are on wheel, maybe, or
We got V2 Lance,
I don't know if
Golf,
Golf is, yeah.
Stevie,
Stevie, Craig's
Craig,
on
maybe.
wheel.
Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing this track on wheel. If he is, impressive. Craig, if you give us a shout out, if you are.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure with regards to Winther or Gordinho whether
Winther,
either
I'd
of them are on
suspect he
wheel.
would be because he's a ACC guy, so maybe I suspect he would be as well.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty much over half the grid on wheels, which is scary. They'll be wrestling the car all the way through as we're just waiting for the guys to do their setups.
Yep.
And then we'll get to it. No weird, like when you see the pit lanes for every other track, you get some weird, like, I don't know, anomalies and glitches or people cheering when there's absolutely nothing going on. But there doesn't seem to be anything at Monaco.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember. Was it last season? I think it was you and Ninja saw someone in the. Was it someone on the platform somewhere with flags and?
Oh, the flags were just waving on their own.
Yeah. That's it.
They were just. There was no poles. It was just a random flag
ghosts.
just waving. Yeah, it's crazy.
Just
and then obviously we had the
poltergeist.
engineers. We had the engineers standing in each other.
Yeah, it's little things like that. Just lessen the game a bit, and they've done such a good job with the game, I think, this year.
Oh, apologies.
That's okay. Don't know what happened there.
No, that's me. No, that's me. Flicking my pedals as I'm putting my legs on top of my pedals. So they have.
Sorry, go on.
They have fixed the formation lap, I believe, right?
Yes. We're on good authority. They've fixed it, so it's back on now.
Tyres.
Famous last words. Yes.
Let's go for tyres, shall we? So everybody apart from Footy and Lance are on mediums. So I mean that's not really much to go home about, really. That is it. Look at that view.
Oh yeah, what a view. Oh man.
Wouldn't you just love to be? I do love the fact that they obviously have made the track very extremely detailed and what is immediately around the track, and there is some things that they have sort of tried to brush over and save a bit of money and time and effort on, which is understandable, isn't it? You can't, you've got however many tracks and drivers on this game that they've had to cars prioritise. As Gordinho puts himself onto pole position, it's a bit of a weird starting grid, isn't it? Because you're like immediately turning right.
Yeah. Exactly.
But as Golf is disqualified from the, I think that's just disqualified from the grid.
Let's hope. Hopefully they have fixed. Yes. Phew. Okay.
We got some lights. We got no noise for the lights, and what's going on? No idea, but I've had lights. And they've gone. These guys have had lights, and now they're off. That was random. That needs fixing. But they're away. All the way to turn one. It looks like Gordinho does keep himself into P1. And it looks like the grid has just gone into a nice little formation, which is fantastic. Everybody survives turn one, and we're away.
Smoothly.
Yeah.
No, I from my perspective, I was watching from the back with Craig, and everyone got away smoothly. No, didn't look like any contact or anything. So
no, I think it's about time that we all started to concentrate back on the driving as we all snake around the hairpin for the very first time. We've got 27 more times around there, and the only real overtaking opportunities that you've really got is either take a lunge up somewhere or during the pit stops, and I think there's your best place there. Winther is a dive up the inside out the tunnel, but he doesn't bother.
Yeah, it goes without saying, overtaking's not the easiest around here, so...
No, it's not. We're just on board with it. Synced to the moment as it comes around the last couple of corners. Is sticking tight with these two, and the last thing that you want to do is lose ground. You do not want to be losing ground. That is the worst thing that you can be doing. because as soon as you start losing ground, then you're going to lose pit stops, and then that's it.
Yep. I'm just having a look who's made positions.
Nobody.
Really, nobody really, other than Ninja's got past Golf, and no one else has made positions at all yet.
I think them two were just side by side on the grid, so it was who had the right hand side line coming into turn 1, and they were all.
Who was braver as well?
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Element of bravery, isn't there?
From strategy point of view, I don't really know what strategy these guys would choose, but I suspect it would just be a lot of tyre saving. If they're running the medium tyres, then it looks like the mediums are going to run. As Winther gets very, very close to the back of Gordinio there. I suspect it would be a medium soft. I don't suspect anybody would really want to run the hard tyres around here, apart from the two that already are.
Yeah.
But I think what we've recognised from this game is tyre deg was 3-second penalty, multiple warnings already for Stevie, who seems to be pushing to try and keep up with Lance.
Winther right on the tail of Gordinio here.
Yeah, but I think it's just tyres. You've just got to look after them tyres, I think, around here. You've got the line, you've got the lead. It's not a very wide track. There's not very many opportunities to overtake unless you're going to be forceful. And I think now that the new rules that the league has brought in, where it's, you got to start owning up for responsibilities. You damage somebody, you take somebody out, you own up to it.
Yeah, it should be kind of like a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah,
kind of thing. If you make contact, you should give the position back.
And if not, that's when the stewards do come in.
Yep.
But
I agree with the move.
Again, it's all to try and make it a little bit more simple for the guys.
Trial and error, isn't it?
Yeah, we're here to have fun. The guys are here to have a bit of fun. Let's just remember to have a bit of fun.
Yeah, very important to remember the fun element
softs later will have big grip level at the end. Yes, that's what we're expecting, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The grip advantage.
Sorry, mate?
The big grip advantage.
Yes, yep. It's just about to say it's good that Extinct and V2 are sticking with Gordinio and Winther.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying about footy. It's not, you do not want to be dropping back. You want to stick with the pack, and you want to really, really keep pushing, because I think he's struggling on them hards with keeping up with the guys that are on the mediums, but will come back on the softs, which hopefully.
Yeah, he's in no man's land, sort of, isn't he? Yeah. Ninja's not far behind. Golf as well.
Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty much the pack to watch, these four. They were matching each other in qualifying.
Yep, true. One thing I do need to point out, safety cars are off for this race. So,
yeah, well, with no damage, I don't think you'd really, unless there was a car wedged somewhere.
Yeah. Yep.
We are competitive, and I think that's one thing that has happened recently is people have been taking it. The usual guys have been taking it a little bit more too competitive, and then I think things have been said and things have been done that we don't need right now. We just need to concentrate on us, and the views will come to us. Like the views have come to us.
Yep. Yeah, it should be about fun, and an element of competitiveness as well. But
we do have an element of competitiveness.
Yeah.
I think what we're trying to get at is this very toxic attitude at the moment. When we don't want that. We just want it to be racing. We race competitive. We all are competitive. But I think it's about drawing the line between competitive and just far too aggressive and toxic.
Yeah, I mean, look, the way I see it, I'm not going to go off on too much of a tangent, but there's enough toxicity out there. We don't really want it, and when we're trying to enjoy ourselves on a game as well. Do you know what I mean? Just, offline toxicity and social media and stuff.
Exactly. You see, you came to us because YouTube recommended you for us, and here you are now. And there's many more people out there that are going to get recommended to us because we're just a bunch of guys trying to have a bit of fun.
True.
And girls, maybe. You don't know.
Yeah.
We still think that Rosa's
more the
sister's the
merrier.
one that... We still think that Rosa's sister's the one that's driving, not him. So there's your first goal on the grid.
Exactly. Just while we're on the YouTube thing, yeah, if you could drop a thumbs up and a subscribe if you haven't already,
Definitely.
it'd be much appreciated.
It would, and it always does. And to date, I'll just tell you now some wonderful stats that I have. You know, we have 164 followers with 230 uploads and 34,000 views. So, guys, the stats are there. Everything is there.
Yep. Just more coverage and stuff, and with time, I think, as well. And I was saying earlier just about changes and things. It is trial and error with any league. So change is good. Keeps things fresh as well. We've always tried to keep things fresh, haven't we?
I think Extinct there might have smacked the wall. Just in the background. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Had a bit of a love tap, did he?
It is trial and error. It is. And, we'll find our feet. You don't think F1 started off with 1,000 or 1,000,000 views straight off, did it?
No, exactly.
Has to
Same
start
with
somewhere.
anything. Yep.
Anyway, more to the racing.
Small tangent. I mean, look at football. They used to have 2 points for a win in football, and they even trialled kick-outs instead of throw-ins. Like that, they had kick-ins instead of throw-ins in some lower league. They were going to trial bringing that into football. So,
and it just doesn't work, does it?
Nope. Particularly my team. Team of old. They had trouble kicking the ball at the best of times. So, anyway, just a small tangent there.
Yeah. Rosa is definitely your sister driving. You say no, but it's definitely... Oh, and up the inside, V2's going to try and force his way through, just as Senna did that year. But he just doesn't make it. Schumacher tried it there as well, hasn't he, before?
Worth a try, but yeah.
It was worth a try. But respectfulness there to understand that he didn't have the line and backed out.
Yep. Was a bit of a tap, but yeah.
And we have Winther in the pits, who's the first one out of the boys to pit, which is going to put him down into P9. Let's see what tyres is going on actually there. He's going on to the hard tyres. He was on the mediums to hard, so he's going for the rest of the Grand Prix on them tyres.
Interesting.
He's going to Dino going to cover that. He has got a 4.2 second lead to V2. I think these guys, Extinct. These guys have just been running away with it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to see if anyone else gambles at the end of this lap, coming off the mediums that early.
It is a bold move. It is.
It is, yeah. But Winther is a bold driver, so it doesn't surprise me. We'll see if Gordinho decides to... No, it stays out.
Well, he hasn't really found himself a gap. It's put him right behind Stevie, which is something... Well, it's 2.1 seconds, so he has got a gap, but he's catching Stevie at a rate of knots, which... If he dispatches Stevie, great. If not, then that could be race over because he could just get stuck behind Stevie, but he does have the grip and the performance out of the corners. He's going to go a bit of DRS. He's going to have to go up the inside there as he does and sweeps up the inside there. Oh, hits the wall for good measure.
Oh.
And it looks like Stevie's going to get back at him. It does.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
See, this is where it starts to affect around Monaco.
Yeah, it really does. Not sure if we mentioned it, but V2 got a 3-second penalty, so just the two drivers on with penalties at the moment.
Oh, Steve's around.
Oh. He is, yeah.
That was actually his own doing. I'm not going to lie, I was watching.
Yeah, not the easiest, not the best of places to lose it either.
He manages to get himself back round. Yeah.
But
I'm going to call that one as his own doing, as much as it pains me to say that.
Yeah.
I think he just got a bit too much of the power down, a bit trigger happy, and around he goes.
Yep. Quick shout out to Ninja, who's currently 5th, so he's made 2 positions, so he started 7th. up to 5th right now.
I'm really interested to see how Winther can get through the grid here.
Oh,
As yellow flags up ahead, I think it's Footy.
Footy, yeah, I think Footy had a moment. He's back underway. Whether he maybe just got mega loose.
Oh, I think Winther's getting a bit impatient. Again, I think just needs to remember that this is Monaco. But he does want to get a move on.
Yep. Whether it's the right call for him to...
Oh, I think that was a bit... Oh, it's going to go the inside there. I think that's very aggressive.
Yeah.
Very, very, very aggressive. But...
Say no more about that, I think.
It's through.
Yep.
Next is Footy. But he does need to push on, which is annoying when you're in this situation. I think he's taking a bold move to box, and I think he's got to make sure it pays off. And he will be low on ERS, probably low on everything. As he's all over the back of Footy, coming out of the last corners. Golf picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh dear. Which is it takes some doing, really.
Around here.
Yeah, that pit entrance. I'm just watching Winther at my end.
I think he's going to dive up the inside here on Footy. Is there going to be enough room given? I think there was. I think unlucky for Footy, he's just ended up having to hit a wall.
Yep.
Oh, and again, lots of understeer. Yeah. Lots of understeer there.
Yeah, it looks like Footy's setup's really not kind to him. His cars look very loose the whole race so far, so... Winther's right on the back of Ninja.
Oh, and that's very well done as Gordinho picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Well. And Winther again tucks just in behind Ninja. Last couple of corners, is he going to be tight around here and make a good move on the straight? Oh, he's trying up the inside. Not the best place there. And Ninja's in the pits.
Yeah, definitely not the best place to try and overtake there.
And the thing we wanted to be watching out for was Gordinho has ended up with a 3.8 second gap to Winther. And I think again that's what Winther was trying to push along with.
Yep.
You're not going to be that aggressive. No. We won't let you.
Yeah, this is it. Be interested to see how much further the guys still on the mediums can push them. We've got Stevie, V2 and Extinct on... Oh, and Craig on 11 uphold mediums, so...
Yeah, we've still got V2. Yeah, V2 and Extinct still out on there. Stevie, Ninja's just boxed, and Craig still going strong there. Picking up points. Points is prize, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yeah.
As Extinct's in the pits and V2's released.
So all I could think of there was Pet Swim prizes with Dale Winton back in the day.
Points being prized, you mean?
Yeah, well, no, you know the TV show as well. Pet Swim prizes.
Pet Swim prizes, wasn't it? Pet Swim.
Yeah. As Winther won 12.8, fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, as he's really going to focus on bringing it back to Gordinho.
Yep, definitely.
As we're watching, Footy and Extinct are very close together with Lance just behind them as well.
We'll see how far V2 can push these mediums.
As we have hit nearly halfway the Grand Prix.
We have, yeah. Speaking of halfway, we're actually halfway through the season now, aren't we? So next week we have a mid-season break.
We do.
We do indeed.
I'll just run you quickly through what was I going to do?
I mean, after mid-season break next week, the next race after this one's at Singapore on the 24th. Always love a bit of Singapore. Don't know about
Singapore. Yeah, I do like Singapore.
you. Yeah, very cool track.
We'll just look at the standings for season 7 so far. We've got Gordino leading the way, and the F1 with Extinct and Rosa quite close behind with the Mantis and Winther all neck and neck. These guys, I mean, you've got 48 points for Gordino, 46 for Extinct, and 44 for Rosa. So them two are locked in a tight battle with Mantis and Winther locked in a battle with 37 and 36. Then the rest of the all these in the 20s, Jack, Lance, Footy, Cornish, and Golf are all in the 20s. And then the rest of them are lacking. We've got points to the board for Mikey, Rob, Craig, even with 9 points, Stevie, 8 points. Everybody, even Hip, has got 2 points.
Yeah, I'd love to see Mikey with points. It's awesome to see.
And just so you didn't know, I don't think this is... Oh, this is after round 4. So we have got the standings for GT7's Ferrari Challenge as well.
Yep.
All very close. Very, very close. So these guys, Gordino, Winther, Extinct, all need some good points.
They do, yeah. As V2's still out on the mediums, 14 laps on them. Stevie's got 13 laps, Craig on 13 laps mediums. As Golf gets another time penalty, 3 seconds. Multiple track warnings.
I think everybody's sort of evened out now, haven't they?
They have, yeah. I mean, that's certainly going to hurt Golf later in the race. 8 seconds of penalties as Footy just picks up 3.
So in theory, if V2 pits now, he's going to come out just in front of V2, just in front of Footy.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. Whether
Footy is underfueled. I'd love to know how you're racing and messaging.
Oh dear. He's probably I've underfueled.
That man has some serious typing skills and racing skills.
Man, Footy mentalist.
It's Charlotte.
Oh, it's Charlotte.
Oh, right, okay, that makes sense. It's
My
funny how we all got...
Charlotte.
It's like we all got, oh, at the same time, like, we were so confused about how that was going on.
Charlotte's racing, yeah.
Oh, so there is another girl in the grid. So it's Rosa, Rosa's sister and Charlotte are the actual drivers. And it's Footy's actually talking to us, because that makes more sense to us.
It makes total sense now. Yep.
Yeah, definitely, Yuki. Yeah, we've just cracked the code on why these guys are so good.
Charlotte Racing actually sounds like a team name for me. Don't know if to anyone else, but
yeah.
I know there's a NASCAR track, I think, at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sounds familiar. Yuki, you could confirm that maybe, but Yuki's still out on mediums, 15 laps out of them.
You mean V2?
V2, sorry. What did I say?
Yuki.
Oh, Yuki. He's definitely not on 15 lap on mediums. V2.
There is an esports team named Charlotte Phoenix.
Wow. Charlotte, best name.
As V2 does go into the pits now.
Onto softs. So he's confident he can get 10 laps out of those softs. And Stranger Craig does the same thing.
Craig does, and I think, again, I was right in predicting where that was going to bring Footy out. So we're going to have a lot of lift and coast from Footy now. Charlotte Motor Speedway. There you go.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for confirming, Yuki.
As
Footy's onto softs as well. Stevie.
We've got a back marker of Craig in the middle of them.
Yep.
Bold move there is the ghosting around Monaco, because I don't think there could be any other way of letting people past. I think it's such a torturous track to try and get around people.
Oh, it is, yeah. Quick shout out to Charlotte, though. Must be a legend to put up with Footy. So
definitely.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
He's going to love that. I can tell.
He won't run out of fuel. Lift and coast. He'll be fine. He's got this.
Yeah. We'll have to do a clip later, like 10 minutes later. And he's out of fuel.
When he runs out of fuel, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on that. As we're just watching Winthrop, I think he's just dropped off Gordinho for now. So Yuki says he's even going to drive in the Ferrari on the McLaren. I think it'd be a case of you get what's your givens.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when the season that you join, you don't know what we're going to be doing. We could be multiplayer cars, we could be teams, we could be drivers. The grid could be too full. As Stevie picks up a 5-second penalty. I think Winthrop did it in the background there simultaneously.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Yeah, you don't know what we were doing then. You know, we did the Wheel of Fortune. Could be the Wheel of Fortune again.
I was about to say, yeah, I like the suspense of the Wheel of Names thing that we did. Like picking the name and what team they went in.
Yeah. Could be a search and destroy season.
Oh, man.
Yes, Rosa, we'll all search for you and you will most definitely get destroyed at turn 1. Every race, Rosa's getting cleaned out turn 1. As V2 sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on them super set of softs with 8 laps to go.
Yep. Just gonna check on the penalty situation. So Gordinho's got 5 seconds, Winthrop 3, V2 3, Golf 8, Footy 3, Stevie 6. So we'll have to see if that comes into play at the end of the race. Oh, wow.
I didn't mean to laugh and over you. I was just laughing at the message from Rosa.
Yeah, I just saw it as well.
Yeah. So it looks like Stevie does have the pace because he's just got him best at V2's fastest lap.
Go on, lad.
So Stevie all along did have the pace. I think it's just the nature of the track, isn't it? Wherever you qualify is most likely where you're going to finish.
Yeah. Sting's absolutely pushing. I mean, if I'm correct, as we started.
Oh, there's a mistake there from Golf. Is going to allow Lance through. And he's hit the wall. Okay.
So
overall,
was there a mistake at the Nouvelle chicane, was it? Or?
It was at the Nouvelle chicane, it was, yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, if I'm not mistaken, the top 4 are as per qualifying, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Ninja's the one that's best at his qualifying position and got himself further up the grid in P5, but I think he benefited from dispatching Golf.
True. Yeah, made 2 places. Lance made 2 places since, like, from the start of the race. Footy's really dropped off 3 positions, so...
I think it's definitely an overheating of the tyre. I think he's not using ABS, is he?
I believe you're correct, yeah.
And then, just couldn't get the car around.
Yeah. Footy's right on his backside as they go into the tunnel.
Again, I think it's riding that curb as well. I think it unsettles that car on the right-hand side. As he's under attack from Footy now, as Footy gets the power down out of the chicane, and I think he does get the move done.
Yeah, smoothly. Cut that cane
dispatched superbly there, but very unfortunate there from Golf.
Yeah.
And now Lance is after Ninja.
Whoa. Golf got really loose at the last corner, well, penultimate corner.
And we're just watching
under pressure from Stevie now.
Yeah, and V2's being hunting down extinct lap after lap, couple of tenths. And them soft tyres are working extremely well for him.
Yeah, and Stevie got past Golf at the first corner, so...
Yeah, so Stevie... Golf is definitely struggling.
He is, yeah.
Oh, there's a clip for the wall there from V2. Tell Fuzzy that's not how you lift and coast. No, you're right. That's not. I'd be doing a little bit more lifting and coasting.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We've got 5 more
Oh,
laps.
that's a mega slide there from V2. He is hunting down Extinct to try and take up that. I believe there's probably an element of Footy trying to concentrate, and I think it's passing messages on.
Yeah.
It's like, just Dad, just let me drive.
Oh man. Stevie's actually closing on Footy here, so whether the coasting's an element in that, or Stevie's got more pace right now. Stevie is flying, both on soft tyres.
He is, as V2 has picked up a 3-second penalty, not what he needed.
If Extinct can make a bit of ground on Winther, could get second place really. If he can stay away from many penalties.
He is, all he has to do is keep it nice and tidy.
Yep, it's just Winther's got 3 seconds of penalties right now, and Gordinho with 5. B2 with 6 seconds now, Footy with 3, Stevie with 6, Golf with 8. The rest don't have penalties yet. I'm quite impressed with Craig. I know Craig's off the pace, but he hasn't picked up any penalties. I'm going to jinx it here, I think, but...
Oh, there's a mistake there from Footy, and that allows Stevie through. There's some lifting and coasting. I think that's an overheating of tyres. I think them tyres have definitely seen better days.
Yeah. Even though there was
and Lance has got past Ninja in that as well.
Oh, he has. Yeah.
As he come up the hill, can Ninja make a dive? I don't think he can. I think that might have been a bit of DRS assisted.
True.
Oh, and the wall for Ninja.
Mind that.
I do believe, go back to Yuki saying that this is V2's best race. I think, again, taking the element of just allowing the guys to race.
V2's getting better and better as far as I'm concerned, so... Because he is on wheel. He hasn't... How long has he been using wheel for?
Since since he joined us.
On this game?
I think since the start.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I do believe that most of his outings on GT7 are on VR, which would honestly make me sick.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Good lord.
So, yeah, they just... Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? Like, wrong to make you think that he's doing it in VR.
Oof.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
But he's good at it, so let's not take him away from that.
True, true.
As Ninja seems to drop off the pace from Lance a bit.
He has, yeah.
Which means that Lance did have a lot more pace in it, but the top 4 have pulled out a 30-second lead from these guys, with the top 2 pulling out like an 11-second gap. The gaps are growing.
They are, yeah. I was just going to say there that V2's closing on Extinct here. Because Extinct was in the 3-second window with Winther, but the gap's gone out a bit now. So, if V2 can catch Extinct, it might affect Extinct trying to close that gap on Winther. Unless Winther could get another time penalty, possibly, but...
So the next F1 Grand Prix is in 2 weeks' time. We're off to the Netherlands.
Yes, 27th.
Yes.
Singapore. Yep.
They are on a 3-week holiday. Which is alright for some, isn't it? As we're going to V2. Oh, in the back end of Extinct there. Yeah, and I think Extinct gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting, which is... Because he ends up getting pushed across the chicane.
That will have to be looked at, I think, because
I don't think there was anything that really can be done about that, really.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is that maybe the gap between Winther and Extinct, maybe. What was the gap with the penalties? Because there was a 3-second penalty. I think he was about 4 before that, wasn't he? About 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at that point, he wasn't in the window, the 3-second window.
Yeah.
The Winther.
As there seems to be a lot of confusion in the chat, so we'll leave that to the chat. I feel like they're having their own conversation in stream. Which is good.
Yeah.
As we continue with the racing, we've got Ninja losing out gap, but Stevie is all over the back of Ninja's. Ninja just lost all of his pace on the medium tyres. Oh, he's on hard, sorry.
Yep. 14 lap old hards, so
He's really just hanging in there.
Yep. Stevie on 9 lap old softs.
As he come through the tunnel down to the Nouvelle chicane, picking the braking point better than V2 did. Accidental, of course. There's no malicious attack there.
Yep. Ninja got a bit loose.
He did. He's struggling a lot, and if he can just keep Stevie behind him, I think this is a solid P6 for him there.
Definitely,
but you can just tell on how the tyres have gone off, because he's lost quite a bit of time to Lance, at 3 seconds to Lance.
Stevie putting him under a lot of pressure as well. Stevie's got 51% ERS as well. Ninja's really low on ERS.
Oh, a bit of a mistake.
Stevie.
Oh, save that. As Gordino picks up a 5-second penalty for unserved penalty. Oh, as that is the last lap. He did cross the line. Apologies.
Wow, that went so fast, those last laps.
Yeah, as Winther crossed the line. I thought we had 2 laps to go. Apologies there. But I was in my own little world then. We'll just see Extinct come home in P3. Well deserved theirs. Again, 5-second penalty. Unserved. That's okay. That'll get discussed at the end. With V2 taking P4. And then a staggering 24 seconds behind the front guys. Lance. Did we get Footy that's run out of fuel, or is he okay?
He's looking okay.
He's okay.
Oh, he's got a warning. I'm just on board with him now at my end.
As Lance comes swirling around the corner with, he does lose the players to Ninja. Stevie does catch. Sorry, Ninja does catch Stevie in the end. On track as well. Surprisingly.
Yep.
And we'll just wait for the last finisher there as Craig crosses the line. Peter.
Gordino wins.
Monaco does make you forget time. It does. As Lance picks up the game's driver of the day. Lock in your driver of the day, guys. Don't forget.
Let's see what the chat thinks. Yeah. Driver of the day. So Footy's so much for running out of fuel.
I think he did a fantastic job with no fuel.
Yep. Obviously, he didn't finish where he wanted to, but at least he actually finished.
Yes. I'll just run you through the grid very, very quickly as Gordino picks up the win. We'll speak to the top 3 after this with the full 25 points. But it's not 25 points, we have less points in ours. With Winther Tech in P2, with Extinct last podium position there at P3, with V2 just hanging on in there at P4, with Lance, Ninja, Stevie, Footy, Golf and Craig all finishing, all 10 drivers, all fantastic.
Yep, totally.
Oh, fantastic. We'll just change over screens.
Shall I try and get them to join a VC channel?
Yes, and I shall move myself down.
All right, see you there.
See you in a mo. I was on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. I'm on my
On my
way.
way. Right then, we'll just wait for the top three. And Yuki's got his question already. Stevie's had enough of already.
By the way, don't know if you saw the chat. Quick shout out to Dodo. Used to race with us. He just got a P3 in the PSGL.
Yes, congratulations. Big leagues now, isn't it?
I know, right? He deserves it, though.
Do we know that
Top
Winter
man.
is it Winter that doesn't have the mic?
Possibly.
Wait for
Gordinho
it.
said he's not feeling too well, so he'll skip this one.
Okay, so we'll just speak to Extinct. Maybe we'll drag down V2. Do you reckon we can get V2 in? And Ninja.
Yeah.
Just see if you can get hold of them.
Bear with.
Dodo is in PSGL. He is.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, we'll just talk to Extinct really quickly because obviously he's the only podium sitter that really wants to talk to us. So congratulations on P3. Tough out there, or was it what you expected?
Is that question directed to me or Extinct? I'm sorry.
Extinct.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yep.
The race was difficult from my side since the tire temperature on my tires were like really high, and like I was understeering through every corner. And my first strategy was to go from medium to soft, but after seeing at the high tire deg, I thought might as well go on hards since there'd be less tire deg. But I still got decent enough of tire they can take on that also, but it was manageable. So it wasn't exactly a straightforward race. So, and I had to manage fuel also since there were no safety cars. I had thought I fueled enough since I put like +7. When I ended up at like -5, I didn't realize until like last 5 laps. So I was doing lots of fuel saving. So
you weren't the only one that was doing a lot of fuel saving, because we had hearing from Footy that he underfueled his car. Just a quick question from Yuki then. Were you intimidated by the track, or is it just normal track for you? I know you said that it was difficult, but is it an intimidating track, or is it just something that you get on with?
the track exactly is not intimidating, but if you get the right setup, you can do it. For me, when I was going in the chicane, I was really bottoming out on that curb. So I really lost a lot of time to everybody else around me over there. So that was my only issue on this track. So that's it.
Nice. Congratulations on the podium there. You seem to be racking up quite a number of these.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. V2, you had what I would say is your best F1 race of the season so far, and probably one of the best F1 races that we've seen for a while. Is it that tough out in Monaco?
Yeah, of course. Tough track, very tiring physically as well, because you are constantly nudging the wheel left and right. But yeah, I guess best result. I guess you have to deactivate damage more often.
I think bringing back just the elements of fun racing, it does help, doesn't it? Where people can just concentrate on the racing instead of the stress of having to win, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, if with F1 especially, it's like you get one hit and it's pretty much game over. You can get damage and maybe go to the pit, switch a wing, but if it's a fatal one, then it's done right then and there. So yeah, that's why it's tough when we have damage on. But yeah, without damage, especially in Monaco, we had a very decent race, I would say. I'm sorry, Extinct, I nudged you a few times as well, and I left my tire marks on a lot of surfaces around Monaco. But yeah, at least with no damage, it was very nice to race.
Well, I don't think it was a malicious attempt with Extinct. It didn't look overly aggressive. It just looked like you were trying to be later on the brakes and a defensive move from Extinct. I think it was fair, and you let him carry on. He did get a 5-second penalty, which I don't think would have made a difference anyway for you nudging him across the chicane. But I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? It happens at Monaco. The right thing was to let him through and continue, really, wasn't it? That was the right thing to do. So just a quick question from Yuki V2. Do you feel like you're improving with F1 or is it still trial and error?
Honestly, I don't know exactly where I'm at because at this point I'm playing no assists. So locking up is still something that is happening and it's hard to manage. I don't know how the top guys do it all the time consistently and with fast times to add to the cherry on top. But yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm at. I feel that the game is much better than F1 22 for sure in terms of traction control mostly. I didn't try no ABS, sorry, that much on F1 22, so I can't compare those, but I feel like, yeah, I'm racing a little bit better and more consistently on F1. I just get bad luck most races and I get a bump here and there, or I end up rear-ending someone, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's racing.
And I'll start off with Extinct, just one last question before we head off. Coming into a week's break now, we've hit a mid-season point. Are we going to rest and recuperate and then come back stronger for Singapore in a couple of weeks' time? Are we excited for the break and then for the return?
Break was definitely needed because all of these tracks are all nice, but break would be nice. And Singapore, I'm kind of sad it's not like the updated version with there's no like the chicane cutoff, the two left-handers, I mean. So it's kind of disappointed not racing there, but Singapore is still Singapore, and I like to race at Singapore, so it'll be fun.
And with the second half of the season, are we looking forward to that, to continuing? Because you've made a really good push to put yourself up into what could effectively be, P2 in the championship. So you really are pushing on this season.
Yeah, this season, since Cornish is really like not that, it's still like learning the wheel, and Man's not racing. But Gaudino, I think he's clear. I don't think I have the pace of him. And Winter also, he's more consistent. Not like he's more faster than me, but he's just inconsistent. Like gets into incidents sometimes. So trying to, main battle will be with Winters for P2. So it'll be tough for these upcoming races if Winter races.
Brilliant. Well, all I can say is good luck to you, and can't wait to see you for the second half of the season. And the same question for you, V2. You're looking forward to the break and then hitting the tracks again for the second half of the season?
I'm not sure about looking forward because most of those tracks I haven't actually driven in F1. Only I think Brazil. That was the only one I think that I raced a couple seasons past. Aside from that one, those tracks are pretty much unknowns to me. Of course, I've driven Suzuka in Gran Turismo and other games, but that's it. So I'm not sure exactly what to answer you because not knowing the tracks, I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to it. But of course, I'm always looking forward to some racing. So
brilliant.
We'll see how it goes.
Well, we can't wait to see you next week. No, sorry, not next week, week after. So thank you very much to the both of you, and enjoy the week's break.
Guys.
Yeah.
Cheers. See you soon.
I've been holding in for almost an hour, so I will say
fine.
bye now.
Yes, goodbye. Thank you very much, Simi. Pleasure as always. And right. Well, I guess that will wrap that one up for the rest of us. Thanks to everybody for watching. That is obviously another week of racing done, and that is another week where we have a break. So enjoy all your weeks off next week. We probably will be still posting things, so do keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to give us a follow, a like, subscribe, whatever you do around here. And thanks for being in voice. No, it's fine. It's all right, Ninja. I'm always here. Thanks a lot for everybody that's watched. Thanks to all the guys that are driven on track, podium sitters, winners. Thank you very much. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks' time. Back to League Racing. Goodbye.